This program is brought to you by PennyMac TPO. Visit tpo.pennymac.com to learn more about becoming a partner and starting your journey to greatness. With the people, products, and technology to take you there, it's why they say at PennyMac, greatness lives here.
Welcome to The Interest. I'm Katie Jensen. The future of wholesale is on everyone's mind as another one bites the dust. Today, it's the American Neighborhood Mortgage Acceptance Company getting out of wholesale. The company, also known as AnnieMac, posted on its website that it will cease wholesale operations at the end of October. The company points to worsening market conditions as the reason. The online notice also lists some key dates. AnnieMac stopped accepting new loan submissions on Tuesday, and floating loans needed to be locked in by Wednesday. The New Jersey-based company works in 29 states and employs 200 people. AnnieMac's decision follows similar moves by a growing list of lenders. Just yesterday, we told you about Finance of America ending its wholesale operations and entering talks to sell its retail division to Guaranteed Rate. loanDepot, Amerisave, and Mountain West Financial have also exited wholesale in the last few months. Others, like Home Point, have laid off staff to cut costs. With so many of these stories grabbing headlines, it's easy to feel bleak about where the mortgage market is going. But in this edition of Ask an Expert, a top trainer in the industry tells our own Mike Savino that now is the time to get focused on the fundamentals.
My first comment, are we in a recession? Are we not in a recession? Yes, no, maybe. Does it really matter?
Home purchases keep slowing down, and experts are debating whether or not we're in a recession. But that doesn't necessarily mean you need to have a gloomy outlook. For starters, keep things in perspective.
2019, pretty good year. I mean, it's not 2020, it's not 2021, but we're still looking okay.
Trainer and consultant Steve Richmond says that you just have to dig in your heels and get back to basics.
Say, where are we today? When the going gets tough?
Tough get going is usually what you say.
No, that's not what I say. You see, when the going gets tough, and it is tough going right now, the tough get disciplined, they get organized, and they follow a plan.
That starts with understanding that you have to put in extra work because customers won't come pouring in like they did during the refi boom.
Winners are made on Friday afternoons. Last year, Friday afternoon was golf time. Not happening this year.
Make sure you're returning phone calls and emails from your customers and reestablish contacts with lead sources even if you've fallen out of touch. Another piece of advice, whether you're new or an industry vet, you need to show what sets you apart.
Why should I choose you and not you? What's your differentiator? What makes you different than the competition?
Show measurable results, like how often you do a certain type of loan or how quickly you close. And try to be an expert in just a few types of loans.
Let me say it this way. Depth will always beat breadth.
For those working with wholesale lenders, Richmond says to try not to get caught up in the price war. Customers may be attracted to the lowest rate, but originators who will continue to succeed can help their customers see which products are best for them.
The more complicated this industry, the greater job security we have.
Right.
But the minute we make it all about rate, we said you're not important and now you just became replaceable.
You can hear more of Richmond's advice on The Principal, the Mortgage News Network's daily podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. For the Mortgage News Network, I'm Mike Savino.
Thanks, Mike. Coming up, a Rhode Island broker is facing some serious jail time for a multi-million-dollar Ponzi scheme.
Don't miss the largest regional mortgage show in the nation. The New England Mortgage Expo returns to Mohegan Sun in Connecticut, January 12th and 13th. See us at www.anymortgageexpo.com. Start your year with the best connections in the industry. Dozens of sessions, scores of exhibitors. It's where success is written every hour. www.anymortgageexpo.com.
Welcome back. A Rhode Island broker is facing 20 years in prison after pleading guilty to a decade-long Ponzi scheme. Thomas Hewling admitted to defrauding investors by promoting several investment projects between 2008 and 2018. He raised a total of $18 million over the time and caused investors to lose a combined $6 million. Hewling promoted himself as a leading expert in international investing, but federal authorities say he instead used the money to fund a lavish lifestyle, including luxury vehicles, memberships to several country clubs, and vacations. Authorities also say Hewling was committing tax fraud during this time, including filing false and fraudulent individual and corporate tax returns. According to the Providence Journal, a judge denies Hewling bail after he missed his trial date earlier this month. Prosecutors say while jurors were in court to hear his case, Hewling was at a nearby casino. Prosecutors also say Hewling then tried to create a medical emergency by overdosing on blood pressure medication. Hewling is due back in court for sentencing in December. We'll be right back with what's interesting today.
This program was brought to you by PennyMac TPO. Visit tpo.pennymac.com to learn more about becoming a partner and starting your journey to greatness.
Here's what else is interesting today. It seems like the kids don't just want to play house, they want to own one. A recent study by Junior Achievement USA and Fannie Mae found 88% of teens want to own a home someday. But they need some guidance because less than half could properly define what a mortgage is. For more on these and all of today's top stories, go to mortgagenewsnetwork.com.